Good afternoon folks of YouTube. So welcome back to the channel. Today it's Pershore Town's penultimate friendly, and I'm popping down to the community stadium to photograph the game. Pershore Town are playing Evesham United, which is a local club to Pershore, around about 6 miles away. So it should be a good friendly and a good run out for many of the new signings for Pershore, which has been quite a few. The last game I covered was against Hales Owen, and in that game it was a friendly as well. I was actually testing out a Sigma 150 to 600mm lens. Now, I normally use a Canon 400mm 5.6 for the shots down the pitch, and recently I've been noticing, well, it's not particularly good for low light work, and I found the images are a little bit on the soft side. Or what I've been playing with is the idea of investing in a 300mm 2.8, and to that end I tested the Tamron G2 150 to 600mm exclusively at 300mm to give me an idea of what the focal length would look like, and really to aid myself in making a decision of what I'm going to do. So with that in mind, I made a bit of a rash decision maybe. I packaged up a load of old camera gear, some old lenses and an old Canon 7D, and I've traded it in. Part of the trade-in, I got a nice sizable discount off a Canon 300mm 2.8 Mark II, which I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on, but that won't be until next week. So it's going to take a little while before that gets delivered, but when it does, I will be, I think, pretty much ready for the winter months, photographing the club or photographing the team under floodlights, which is definitely a challenge towards the beginning of the end of last season. So yeah, anyway, enough rambling on about gear. I'm going to keep on making my way down into the community stadium, and I think the weather's quite bad today, so I'm going to probably shoot from the grandstand, and I'll catch up with you in a minute. So guys, finally made my way into the community stadium, and yeah, the weather has turned really nasty. It's absolutely hammering down. So I was going to go out into the far side of the pitch and set up facing back towards the club and into the grandstand, but today I decided the weather's so bad that I'm actually going to come into the grandstand with the fans and try and shoot the game from a few steps up. I'm going to see how this plays out from a photography point of view, see if I can capture some of the long balls and long passes down the sidelines, and yeah, see what sort of images we can get. Pershore Town are warming up, running through their training drills. Everyone looks really quite sharp and alert, which is good news. And just looking to my right, we've got Evesham United are also warming up and looking quite good. Anyway, I'm going to get a few shots on and rattled off. If they're any good, I'll put them on screen for you guys to take a look at. And then I'll catch up with you as the game progresses. And yeah, let's see how Pershore do in their penultimate friendly against Evesham United. So Pershore Town are now 3-0 up. I've moved over to the opposite side of the pitch, facing the crowd in the grandstand, and the manager's on the far side. The weather is holding off now, so it's starting to dry up. Very humid, and the light is really dropping now. So the floodlights are on, and yeah, the nights are starting to draw back in. Shutter speed wise, I'm already down to 1250 per second, with my aperture around about 2.8, and ISO is around about 5000 at the moment. But on this 1DX Mark II and this 7200 Mark II lens, the noise isn't too bad at all, so I'm quite pleased with that. One thing I have noticed today though is I'm missing the 400mm focal length. That was really useful. So a lot of the action I'm actually not able to capture due to the being quite short in focal length here. But oh well, another week or so's time should have a 300mm lens, and I think with a 1.4 extender on that should cover me nicely for Pershore Town's ground, which I think is around about right for 300mm. The game is still being played in front of me. And that was a very close chance by Pershore for a fourth by Josh Willis. The game is opening up now, and Evesham United really are on the back foot. But I'm going to carry on shooting, see if I can get a few more shots before the end of the game, and I'll put those images up on screen for you guys to take a look at. Hope you enjoy. Catch you in a second. So that's full time at Pershore Town versus Evesham United. 4-0, I believe the final result was. Cracking result really for Pershore. First half, like I said, a little bit nervous, but they found their stride once they put the second goal behind. So all in all, a really good game. A few challenges for me really was I'm missing that 400mm on the long end of the pitch. But hopefully I'll have that resolved with, I said, that new 300mm lens with a 1.4 extender on the end of it should really pay dividends for me. And even with the extender, the f-stop is still going to be lower than my old 400mm 5.6. So looking forward to that, and then that should be the start of the new season, which I'm really looking forward to. So yeah, thanks so much for joining me on today's game, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the photographs and images I produced. Let me know what your favourite images I've taken today, and put them in the comments below, and that'd be great to hear your feedback. So until the next game, guys, thanks very much. Catch you in the next one. Bye.